they kind of played themselves and gave Dre the leverage when they traded Jordan Poole.
We had Bob Myers on. This was back when the San Francisco Giants were flirting with Aaron Judge.
December of 22.
December of 22.
Wow.
Here's what he said about how the contracts work, and let's say Draymond's got an agreement in principle with the Warriors, but how does it all work?
When you sign a player and you get an agreement, it's public. And part of that's actually helpful because it alerts the other teams in the market that this player is off the market. And the agents honor that 99% of the time. The only times I've seen an agent back out is when a player will tell that agent, I have second thoughts, and the agent will then call the team and say, I'm really sorry, this guy changed his mind. That I have seen happen as on the agent side and on the team side, and it's never good. Teams rarely do that. I've really never really seen a team say we changed our mind.
All right, so if the Warriors have an agreement with Draymond,
okay,
it should be solid unless Draymond says, I'm having second thoughts. Why are you having second thoughts, Draymond? Well, because there's a new offer that's come in that gives me an extra year. See, this is the part where I don't think, like if, let's just say it's the Warriors have given him 3 for $90, and just let's say the Kings are giving him 4 for $120. Okay. Let's just say hypothetically. This is where I think Bob Myers is saying, Draymond wouldn't say, well, now we go back to the Warriors.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Bob, this is where Bob seemed to suggest that you either take the deal with the Kings or you honor the commitment you had with the Warriors.
So there would be no, okay, what do you got for me?
Or the Warriors say, yeah, no, we're not matching that.
Then I hope that's,
the reason Bob was saying that was because he was saying no. And maybe it's different because Aaron Judge was staying in New York, but he was saying no. You know, if you're Aaron Judge, you don't go back to the Giants and say, see, they've given me that 9th. Remember he said that?
Yeah, but in this instance, the Yankees were the Warriors in this because Dre's a Warrior. That's what he would be leaving. So, Steiny, I got to believe they got to come out the gate with the offer that he can't refuse almost.
Yeah, maybe.
There's just no human walking the basketball earth that could say that the Warriors are better next year or closer to a chip without Jordan Poole and Draymond Green. So I got to just rest it there, Steiny. Like Joe Lacob and Mike Dunleavy Jr. are going to get this, and Rich Paul, there's just no way.
No way what?
He's not in a Warrior uniform.
Does that make you feel like?
No, it's scaring me because, okay, you keep fat-mouthing and watch.
Ned's in Palo Alto. What's going on, Ned? How you doing?
Okay. Hey, I just wondered if you guys could talk about, when Guru kept talking about, well, they wouldn't lose Dre for $15 million. Can you guys, maybe your experts there can explain to us. I know they have luxury tax and all that stuff. So if you could really say what is, an extra $10 million or $20 million really cost Lacob versus, Sacramento, who probably doesn't have the same situation. So it's not apples to apples, is it?
Correct. No. I mean, if Draymond Green makes, $25 million and they're over the luxury tax, that $25 million actually is more than $100 million in real dollars because it's 4 times plus the amount you're over, and they're so far over. So yes, basically every million is worth $4+ million in real money.
Right. So it'd be better if when Guru's talking about it, if you could kind of make that comparison a little more, so it would just be easier to see what we're up against.
I got you. Thanks.
Well, I'll tell you what. No,
you know.
No,
you know that the 10 million means 40 is all I'm saying.
Right, but it's also more scary. If I'm a Warrior fan, I'm a little more nervous because Joe, you got to look at that math. Like, does he have? This ain't just 15, Goo. This is 150.
Exactly.
But what are you willing to do without? And I don't think the Warriors right now, just from Steph Curry's standpoint, they can ill afford to let Draymond Green walk without getting an adequate replacement. after you traded off your hot shot guard that you put all your resources in to bring him back to what he was, to where you gave him a contract.
See, here's the part that I'm not. Gosh, I don't want to say this. So to me, okay, you got rid of Jordan. Well, to me, the first thing in the offseason was Steiny, Draymond Green. And I said, you know what? I might be ready to transition off Draymond Green. Look, we won. I don't think we only won 44 games last year. I don't think we're as close to a championship as people think. I don't think we're a championship team with Draymond Green. So if he can go out and get a deal for $30 million-ish, I think I may be okay with letting him walk. That's the way I thought before the offseason started. Well, now they've traded Jordan Poole for Chris Paul. So what I'm hearing you say is, now that they've done that, they better get Draymond Green back.
No doubt about it.
And my feeling is, well, all the signs now point to they're going to bring Draymond back. But I'm still like, if for whatever reason he were to walk, he walks. And we'll see how many games we can win with Jonathan Kuminga next year, because you know how many it might be? 44.
And you got a new hotshot rookie, Steiny, that I'm excited to see that's got some size.
Which one?
Trace Davis-Jackson. So we'll see what goes on there. But listen, I get out of bed. I try to provide for my family. I try to make the most money possible. I understand, people, the power of $1 and more dollars. What I'm really having a hard time computing or digesting, Steiny, is, okay, Draymond is going, and right now it looks like he may get a better offer somewhere else. But you can't look at me right now and tell me the history doesn't play a part in his decision. It's just not all green guys. It's not all about the Benjamins, I believe, for Dre. I think the decision is going to be horrific for him, because he'll feel a sense of guilt, maybe, because I would, leaving Steph in the state that they're in right now, especially a week after or 2 weeks after they just traded Poole. The only reason they traded Poole was because I don't think he could get along with Draymond, right? That was done specifically for you.
Well, it was also done specifically to get off money.
Oh, my God.
It was done to get off money.
I would hope if we could break that up, it was 80-20 because he couldn't get along with Dre.
The idea,
not because the investors and Joe needed to save some money.
It's not just save money. They needed to save flexibility. The reason
for down the road.
Right, next year. They want their mid-level exception next year because they're still going to be over on a lot of things.
Man.
Just the idea that I just don't think it's the idea that Draymond will feel guilty. I don't think so. Why would he feel guilty for taking more money from another team?
Well, I just told you, I thought that Poole, and I could be wrong. You just shared with us what you think, but I honestly believe that was done because they couldn't coexist. They wanted that turmoil or the BS out of the locker room, so it was addition by subtraction. Okay, now, what about if we just had a conversation about what I believe is the bond between Steph and Draymond? Are you going to tell me, Steiny, and I'm not saying you're wrong, Guru, get out of here with bond. At this juncture, this is Dre's probably last time to get paid. He's cashing in. I don't care if that was his sister that's on his team. It don't matter. See, I'm playing that part of the violin like this dude said he wants to be here and ride out with Steph.
Right, for the right price. I mean, that's...
So is $10 million enough to sway him, or would he just like, you know what? Okay.
$10 million. I'm not walking away from $10 million if I'm Draymond. I know these guys make a lot of money. No. The Kings offer me 100 over 3, and the Warriors offer me 90 over 3. I'm going to the Kings.
Like, you could be right, but that would be that would be hard for me. I'd be happy in one instance, but I would feel like, man, the fan base might feel like I'm a turncoat.
Act as though nobody's ever left in free agency before. It happens.
Great point, but this is different, and it's different because Draymond Green they wanted him to be a part of the ring ceremony last year. He knocked the hell out of his teammate, ruined the team's year. Let's be honest. Put the right on the table, sponsored by Atco Pest Control. Go to atcopestcontrol.com for all your pest control needs. He ruined the whole season if you listen to Dre. He said it. We would still be playing had I controlled my emotions and not punched Jordan Poole. They didn't suspend you. But what? Much of nothing for the Kevin Durant thing. So they've always had his back. So I'm like, is that worth $10 million? Maybe it's not, Steiny. But I got to believe that ain't big enough to sway Dre. I could be totally wrong, and the people could be laughing at me like, "Goo, you don't get it." But man, I cannot wait to see where this thing is going. And that's why I think Lakers, the Warriors' first offer will be heavy enough to where, the Kings or anybody else won't have that. Hey, Dre, we got 20. Let me talk to you. We got 20, 25 more on the table.
Murillo in Petaluma. Hey, Murillo, how you doing, man?
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call. It's going well. Can't complain. Steiny, I got a lot of shelves full of books. Tell me your taste. I can hook you up on something too. I'm one of those callers.
Wait, one more time?
But
say it again.
I got a shelf full of books. If you're gifts from callers, tell me your taste, and I got you.
Send them a To Kill a Mockingbird. I know you haven't read that one.
I'm interested in Scandinavia. I'm interested in the Arctic, of course. I'm interested in deep sea adventures. I'm interested in mystery.
I'm gonna call Evan. I'm gonna call Evan later and get your address.
Okay. All right.
But here's where I'm going. Guru, come on, man. Attachment. Again, you have 3 kids. Save your attachment to your kids, dude. Jordan Poole is that hot shot. Exactly. Has that hot girlfriend. Too much work. And it doesn't fit your lifestyle right now. You got to move on. So I think that Draymond is a no-brainer. Bringing Buddha back here. Look, guys, here's how I try to find understanding on all of this. Between you guys, the more reasonable takers, the not so reasonable, the dumbasses on the YouTube chat, I'm just appreciative of the Warriors. I'm appreciative of Joe Lacob because once again he sent the guy out and put his trust on his veterans, on his coach. If there is a car analogy to this team that you run until the wheels fall off, we have 4 wheels. We have Kerr, Steph, Dre, and Clay. Until one of those wheels don't fall off, you keep running, baby. Thank you so much. Have a good day, guys.
Thanks, Murillo. Appreciate the call.
Yeah, so, is that a blank check for Dre? And another thing, Steiny, I thought about while I was in the bed.
Oh?
Bob Myers being gone. We kind of like, Dre will shake it off. Mariah Carey, no biggie. But do you think that, the fact that Bob is gone, that carries any weight in his decision? Or is it strictly all numerically?
For all we know, Bob didn't want to re-sign Draymond. Well, couldn't that be a possibility?
I made it up.
That Draymond Green might not have gotten an extension under Bob Myers, but the Warriors didn't want to go in that direction. I'm not sure I believe that. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah. And what does he mean by attachment? I'm attached to winning.
Booty. Remember we were talking about the Buddha?
Yeah. I wasn't comfortable
the source
with that.
The source of pain in one's life usually stems from attachments, and you have attachments that affect your pain joy level. So because you're attached to Draymond Green, if and when he leaves, that's going to cause you a great amount of pain. But it's just an attachment, Goo. It's just like this pen.
It's an attachment to winning. It's not him on a personal basis.
Did they win last year?
No, but they got close, and they'll be further away without him.
Well,
408 says 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea is the book you should read. Look at you. You look like you like the title. I always wondered what went into a title. Like a song, a book, TV show. You know how they have like the Brady Bunch, the Bobby Brady with the ankle. Just titles are
it's
powerful.
It's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, first of all, and it's Jules Verne's classic.
408, it's 20K, not 10. It's 10,000. Thank you, Spadoni. You look like I got it wrong. I read it off the text line.
I didn't say
I know you look.
I didn't say one word.
But we communicate without talking.
Usually a title is
A title.
You're weird.
I don't back down from. I am.
No, I mean like really. Like seriously.
Because I like titles.
I don't believe you
One
like
flew
titles.
over the
I don't
cuckoo's
believe you
nest.
like titles. I believe that's
One flew-
just what came through your head.
Oh,
at
now
that
why
moment.
would that come and stop?
I don't know.
Where I spit it out.
There's a million things that
One
come and
flew
stop.
over the cuckoo's nest.
What does that have to do?
Jack Nicholson or Jack Nicklaus?
We know who it is, but that's just phenomenal.
What's the title of this Warriors team right now? If you're going to use a pop culture reference,
Dude,
movies, TV.
What's that
Whoa.
M. Night Shyamalan movie?
Towering Inferno?
Turbulence. Wow, turbulence.
What would be the name of the Warriors movie? I agree, 650. Goo, you'd leave for $5,000 a month.
Wow,
I think that's true.
that's no wonder. That's how you think of me.
No. That's how you think of you.
That you just said it. Yep.
Goo, I got to tell you, I mean, go ahead, Evan.
No, he was playing to drop. Of me sniffing. Go ahead.
Forget the Titans.
Nothing.
You get it though, right?
I get it.
And
What
I just pictured
what I don't get-
Denzel in the outfit, the crimson tie.
What I don't get is
polo.
how you think Draymond Green, of all people, would take less money. Because it's Steph Curry.
No, it's
It's
I'm
unbelievable.
not, yeah, I get your
Matt
question.
Steinmetz, we know you're getting up there, and this is your last contract. So we would like you to walk away from the most money you've ever made in your career, just to stay with the Warriors.